Year-round, locals and visitors alike flock to oceanfront helicopters for the ultimate aerial experience. If you've ever thought about taking the range yourself, their sister company, Myrtle Beach Academy of Aviation, can give you the tools you need to do so. Today, we'll put their instructors to the test to see if they can put even the most intimidated student at ease on this edition of How to with Hallie Fly an Airplane. Well, guys, Tommy has his work cut out for him today. Are you ready, Tommy?
I'm ready.
You have like the worst student ever. I'm just warning you now. So, guys, if you have never flown an airplane, it's something that anyone can do. You do have to have what's called ground school. So Tommy's going to take us through a little bit today. Tommy, what is this here on the board?
So basically, every time somebody comes in, they actually want to know about flying. The first thing they say is, we weigh a lot, The airplanes weigh 2,500 pounds. How do those things actually get in the air? So what I do is I draw this diagram, and this is essentially a wing. So, when it's broken down into the physics and the science of it, it's really not as complicated as people make it. It comes down to Newton's laws. And Newton's laws of motion basically are, for the third one, it's for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when we have wind that's hitting our wing, there's always a minute angle. There's a small angle between basically our wing and then the air that's going over it. So that little angle here, this results in pressure on the bottom side of the wing, which actually pushes us up. So the bottom side of a wing, it's flat, right?
Okay.
So we always have a pressure on the bottom side, if you will. And then on the top side, we have a low pressure. So the combination of the high pressure on the bottom and the low pressure on the top actually causes what we call lift. Lift is a force that pushes up and it pulls us up, which it counteracts weight. So basically, we can overcome our weight of the airplane by increasing our lift of the airplane.
We like that.
Makes sense.
So if you've gained a little weight, no worries.
No worries.
We're still getting lifted. So usually when people come in, they will have an hour course on the ground before they get to go in the air. So that's just to let you guys know. We are cutting it down today because we want to show you guys how much fun this is going to be. I'm excited, a little nervous, but you're going to take good care of us, right?
Of course.
All right, guys, let's head over to the airplane. So we've made our way outside, guys, and before we get in the plane, there's a very important process that needs to happen. Tommy, what is it?
It's the pre-flight inspection. Basically, whether you're a captain of a 747 or if you're the pilot of a Cessna 172, we got to make sure that our airplane is airworthy. So basically what we do, we follow a set procedure in walking around the airplane and checking various systems and flight controls in the airplane to make sure it's airworthy. And we always follow up with a checklist to make sure that we haven't missed anything.
Well, we're going to check like 3 times because I'm super nervous. That's the last thing we need, right? All right, so we've got our checklist again. We've got our briefing and our seatbelts. We're in here good, right? Mm-hmm. Fuel selector. What is that?
Fuel selector. We got to make sure that we got our fuel selectors on because that's your fuel tanks. So it's on both down here.
Is that thing full?
It's full.
You promise?
It's full.
All right, then we've got our beacon. We got to make sure that's on.
So the beacon light.
Okay.
That guy right there, yep.
Push
Turn
it up.
on.
We've got our circuit breaker and our fuses. We need to check
breakers.
that.
So we just run our hand across these little circular things, make sure that none of them are popped out.
Okay,
Right.
None of those are popped out. We've got our master on.
Little red switch over there, you're going to turn it on both sides.
This one?
The one below it.
Right here.
Yep.
So we got our 2 little red switches here. Turn those on. The red light comes on. Mixture needs to be rich.
Mixture's all the way forward, I got that.
Okay. Primer as needed.
Don't need it.
Okay. Throttle.
Throttle's going to come forward just a little bit.
Area clear. It should be on start.
Yep, so we're going to clear the area, make sure that nobody's around. Clear.
All clear. Oil pressure. We need to check.
All right, so we're going to start it up first. So the key down there, just turn that until it starts up front.
Alrighty, this is intimidating, Tommy. What are all these controls and what do we need to know?
Really everybody's a little bit intimidated at first, but the only thing that you really need to understand is this is your gas pedal. If you push it forward, you go fast. If you pull it back, you go slow. And if you want to go up, you pull back, and then if you want to go down, you push forward. Then if you want to go left, you turn left, and then you step on the pedal at the same time.
Okay.
And then you turn if you want to go
right.
right.
What does the pedal do? Is that's not like our brake?
Well, it is sort of. The top
Okay.
side of it is the brakes for the ground. But once we're up in the air, we use the bottom part of the pedal, and we use that with the yoke here to make the turn. So if we
Okay.
want to turn to the right, we turn the yoke to the right and simultaneously push on the right pedal there.
Okay.
And that'll make us turn in either direction.
Okay, but not too sharp. We're gonna be super slow with this, guys, because I'm not trying to nosedive up here and freak out. Well, I didn't need my extra pair of pants after all. Tommy proved that even the most timid flyer can make it in flight school. If you'd like to check out Myrtle Beach Aviation, the address is right here on the screen.